Apologies for leaving so soon, but I have an appointment to keep. I'm sure my friends here will be happy to entertain me.
You can fight it, or rock with it.
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
This song's for you.
Naughty child.
Don't mess with me.
That's it. Pretty good crowd today. Let's rock.
Nap time.
What a headache.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork.
Who's next?
Lance at the ready. This song's for you.
Time for a shot.
Don't mess with me.
Pretty good crowd today. Let's rock.
Naughty child. Nap time.
Not a scratch.
Who's next?
That's it.
What a headache.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Nice teamwork. Lance ablaze. Lance forward. Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
I'm on guard. This song's for you. Let's rock.
Wait, hold on a second. Are you really saying that Miss Ting-Yun was a member of the Antimatter Legion all along? And what was that fire that came out of her? And her body? Where did Mr. Yang, you're smart, what happened just now?
The flame we witnessed claimed to be Lord Ravager Fantilia, a name I've heard other nameless speak of in the past. She's one of 7 Lord Ravagers who serve Nanook, and finds pleasure in witnessing the self-destruction of mortals. She's led countless souls down a dark and hopeless path.
Meaning that Ting-Yun had long since fallen under the Lord Ravager's influence?
I don't believe so. Fantilia revels in watching a corrupted mind eating away its host from inside out, until the obliteration of both is but... There was no indication that Ting-Yun had been misguided or manipulated. It's possible that the Ting-Yun we knew wasn't her true self, but an image.
You're saying that the real Ting-Yun is still...
I'm sorry, March. I can't say with any certainty where the real Ting-Yun may be, or at what point she was replaced by the imposter. At this point, it's all just conjecture and hope. But if that body belonged to the real Ting-Yun, it does raise the question of why Fantilia would go to such lengths to destroy any evidence of... I believe this to be Fantilia's goal. To sow seeds of doubt.
It's clear that the sudden resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus is all connected to the Lord Ravager. Pretending to be a Xianzhou citizen? Planting a Stellaron in the Luofu? All part of her Fantilia is aiming for the Ambrosial Arbor. If she succeeds, the Luofu will be deprived of its roots, making its destruction all too easy. We need to take a star skiff to Scale Gorge Waterscape. The Ambrosial Arbor can be sealed from that self. Let's make haste.
Noise.
That imposter had the audacity to carry out her nefarious plans right under our noses. What worries me more is just how many more antimatter saboteurs are at large.
This is... Huh? You're pretty... Yep, it's the Alchemy Commission. No wonder we were getting those military broadcasts on the way over. Something about the Cloud Knight's... It's been such a long journey, but now... I didn't lie to you, right? I told you I'd bring you somewhere safe, and
Before I arrived in Starskiff Haven, I had a diviner read my fortune for the journey ahead. He told me not to be concerned with the destination, but to seize...
Meaning?
Meaning, thank you, Miss Susha.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go report. You guys can hang around here, but don't run off too far. There'll be Cloud Knights coming to escort you back soon.
The messages never get sent. I wonder what the Cloud Knights seem to be gathering for the Stellaron disaster. But why do... I've delayed for too long. I'm sorry. I have to catch up to my friends. Thank you for looking out for me on this journey. Both of you.
What a huge cauldron.
This aureate cauldron is driven by the cloud hymn magic of our people, the Vidyadhara. It drinks the water of the ancient sea like a whale swallows the tide, and refines it into medicinal pellets. All the elixir crucibles that the Vidyadhara helped to construct contain cloud hymn magic. You should take this chance to learn more, young master.
But I don't need any sort of device to help me command water.
You are indeed the chosen one, with endless potential.
Of Vidyadhara Mirajako? Have these shadows of the past yet to disperse? These memories... No. They have nothing to do with me anymore.
They say that you're Lung's power incarnate. Is that true?
Long. I was exiled from the Shenzhou.
I doubt I will be here to see you take charge. No need to feel aggrieved. Vidyadhara go through cycles of life and death. By the time you are the High Elder, my hatching rebirth will be complete, and I will be a child once again. Surging power. It's you. Something terrible is happening in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Please, don't...
I'm sorry. I cannot...
You didn't heed us then, and won't heed us now. It seems you already made your decision. There is a vessel bound.
He's here.
Right on time.
That feeling, Kafka. It's welling up within me. That feeling... It's...
Well, don't resist. Let the Mara strike you.
You're here. It's time to pay the price! It's time! You think changing form will help you escape?
I've told you and that woman many times. I am Dan Heng. I've nothing to do with your past.
Dan Heng. You think another name and face can blot out the sin of your past? You didn't even experience death. I will force this suffering upon you, Dan Heng. You will know the pain of death.
Not on my watch. You're not murdering anyone today, fugitive. You're coming with me.
Jing Yuan's lapdog. Did the general not teach you to choose your battles wisely?
Hey, move back. Things are about to... Huh? You look so familiar.
Look out!
Quit hiding. Your true self revealed.
Stop! You...
I have news for you, boy. Behind you is none other than the traitor of the Xianzhou. A criminal forever banished. The High Elder of the Vidyadhara, Imbibitor Lunae. You really thought the Stellaron hunters were the only ones to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
In that case, I'll bring both of you to justice. I've heard of you, Imbibitor Lunae. First it was the Stellaron hunters, now an exiled criminal has infiltrated the Xianzhou. Sword, heed me.
I have no interest in stoking conflict. I came to ensure the safety of my friends.
Save your excuses for the shackling prison.
Out of the way!
Better, but I'm afraid you won't be seeing your friends. They're caught in their own bitter struggle.
Silence! You're not getting away either!
Is that so? Let's heat things up then. Kafka?
Lady, listen to me. Unleash the Mara.
So it begins.
Surrender!
Too little. Fail to send you. Too little. What's wrong? Afraid to hurt the boy?
You're all in on it!
I wonder if the others are okay. Gotta make this quick.
Let's fail to send you.
You two just won't give up. I only have one choice.
So familiar. Did she teach you? Then you deserve no mercy.
Can't delay any longer. I didn't wish to harm anyone. But there's no other way.
This isn't over.
All of you listen to me. Stop. Well, Blady, are you satisfied?
did you do?
I'm just clearing the stage for the grand entrance. Can't have you three misbehaving in front of the Luofu's hotshot general.
Yuan.
General!
Many years have passed since the two of you departed the Xianzhou, and yet the circumstances of your return appear to be equally unhappy. If you...
My task is complete.
That it is. Thank you for assisting the Xianzhou in this small matter. Take this person away. I will put...
General,
Now is not the time. It has been a long time, old friend.
I'm not.
I'm sorry. You cannot leave yet. Your Astral Express friends are waiting for you in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Lunarescent Depths, a realm of singular beauty. Scale Gorge Waterscape is the same as when I last laid eyes on it. And here we stand so different from one another. The flesh of long-life species may be immortal, but the constant of...
You know the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth cycle, General. The waters of the ancient sea have cleansed Danfeng of his past sin. The person that once stood here alongside you is no more. I am Dan Heng. Whether Danfeng was hero or villain has nothing to do with me. I bore his punishment, accepted my eternal banishment without complaint. But do not...
Raising old nets only darkens the water, an exercise in unhappiness. Perhaps it is your visage, the horns on your head, or...
I already told you.
You did. But to what effect? If words alone were enough to change the heart, this world would be without quarrel. If you wish to rid me of the illusion of before I can let Danfeng die and revoke your banishment edict, I need him to do me one final favor. I can guarantee you that when it is done, you will no longer walk in anyone's shadow aboard the Luofu.
I may not be capable of the things that Danfeng was capable of.
You must do it, or my promise will count for naught. If you wish to blame someone, blame your previous incarnation. Had he not committed that terrible sin, had the power of dragon transmutation, it is as I said. Here we stand so different from one another. Danfeng is no more. Now, there is only Dan Heng. I am the general of the Luofu. There are things that I wish I did not have to do, and yet... Let us talk of happier tidings. The friends you made on the Express are here. Do you wish to see them?
You brought them here?
Yes. They are waiting in the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. Go. Your friends are waiting for you. I have been keeping careful watch against the abominations of abundance. The hunt is far from over. Yet all the while we find ourselves at war with other evil spirits. Our intelligence tells us that the Legion are a mad and destructive war machine. Yet they never took up arms against the Alliance. Lord Ravager Fantalia favors internal collapse, which is why she masterminded the Stellaron crisis and urged the disciples of Sanctus Medicus out of the shadow.
Her hatching rebirth is complete. Still, I wait for the day of...
Do you know something? When Don Fong committed his great crime, the Ten Lords Commission advocated strongly for him to be destroyed. The Vidyadhara were under... Look, your friends are taking the fight to the Legion as we speak.
We need to help them. Let's go! Heaven's Surge. Cloud-bearing dragon. Rise!
Let's go.
A foregone conclusion.
Heaven's Surge. Celestial dragon.
This is our chance. Take this!
Here is thunder!
I told ya I could fight.
Heaven's Surge. Cloud-bearing dragon. Rise!
There's no time to lose. Conflict is pitiless.
You have the worst luck running into me. Watch this!
Time for the master stroke. Radiant spirit, heed my word. Show no mercy!
Heaven's Surge. Celestial dragon. Quick!
This is our chance.
Follow my charge.
My turn.
Heaven's Surge. Cloud-bearing dragon. Rise!
Xing Yuan, where have you been?
Forgive my late arrival, Lady Fu. We are indebted to you and your forces. The Seat of Divine Foresight relayed the battle reports to me. As for Fantalia's plan...
The Ambrosial Arbor. That's her focus. Lord Ravager Fantalia's strategy was to create civil strife, then let it consume the Xianzhou from within. She wanted to use the Arbor to disseminate the power of the Plague's Author, and turn the Luofu into a hell of undying abominations.
That is clear to me now. Friends of the Astral Express, I have brought someone with me whom I think you'll be eager to see.
Huh? Is that... Dan Heng? You are Dan Heng, right? What's with the horns?
It's a long story, March. It's me.
So, you do have secret strength.
Let us save such reminiscence for later, shall we? My astral guests. When you first appeared on the Luofu, your stated aim was the resolution of the Stellaron crisis. I was concerned that the Stellaron hunters harbored ulterior motives and refused your offer. Nevertheless, it is true that the motives of the Stellaron hunters were not what they appeared. In order that the Express and the Xianzhou fight side by side, Kafka lured you here and broadened the scope of the crisis. However, as Lady Fu has explained, the appearance of Phantalia means that the situation is far from under our control. As General of the Luofu, it would be foolish of me not to ask Dan Heng and the rest of you for your strength at this critical moment.
Even if the crisis on the Luofu had nothing to do with the Stellaron, I would be willing to help. But I can't speak for the other members of my crew. Explore, understand, establish, and connect. As the crew of the Express, that's the Trailblaze creed we follow. Still, fear, risk, enemies, and death are the obstacles we face in pursuit of the creed. That's why the nameless who are able to stay the course number few. And whether our destination lies before us or behind us, the decision is ours to make. Here, as on the Express, every vote counts.
Dan Heng?
Thank you, Dan Heng.
How am I still one of the nameless? I stand here at the mercy of others without true freedom to speak. But as a descendant of the Vidyadhara, I will fulfill my duty to the Luofu.
Great! Everyone's just as heroic as when they arrived. So?
There is no master plan, only a bet. A bet on the Senior Vidyadhara's incomplete exuviation charm.
Hi, Elder?
When the Rainbow Arbiter severed the ambrosial arbor, remnants of the curse of the plague's author lingered. In order to make the stemming of those remnants a possibility, under the direction of the High Elder, the Vidyadhara guided the waters of the ancient sea to flood the Scale Gorge waterscape delve and contain the arbor. To commemorate this magnificent feat and sacrifice, the Alliance...
It looks so much like Dan Heng. I wonder if... The statue... Is that... Dan Heng's brother?
I see why you might think so. These events occurred a long time ago. Yet successive generations of High Elders have not differed greatly in their appearance. That is, until the current gen. Do you understand, Dan Heng? Since Dongfeng perished, the Luofu Vidyadhara have no longer had an individual capable of performing such feats. But you, who once kept watch over the arbor, should be able to open a way through to that great tree. What happens next is in your hands.
The annals mention that Scale Gorge waterscape was once the location of Dragon Palace. Small wonder. Look at all these submerged structures.
I was fortunate enough to be here during the Shuhu upheaval period. I witnessed this place in its prime. An age past. The palace was left in ruins, and the Vidyadhara used their sacred homeland to imprison the Arbor. The Luofu and the Xianzhou are greatly indebted to them. Lady Fu.
Here, General.
Remain here. Lead the Cloud Knights in defense of this passage. We must prevent further incidents.
Jing Yuan. General, are you planning to face...
I wouldn't say so. I'll be counting on a few friends for support.
General, don't cast us aside. We're willing to go with you.
Yes, General. We may not be the mightiest force, but it's our duty as Cloud Knights to protect the Xianzhou. How can we let Outworlders face the danger while we stay behind the lines? With your permission,
I understand your sentiments, soldiers. But the adversary ahead of us is not an abomination of abundance. They are a Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion. Crossing this line will bring you into the conflict between the Rainbow Arbiter and the Ruin Author. You have a more important duty. Cloud Knights, attention! After I enter the Ambrosial Arbor, and if the seawater returns to its original state, you must withdraw immediately and seal off the delve once more. The Master Diviner will lead you.
Yes, General!
Lady Fu, if I am unable to return, I entrust you with the important task of relaying the full account to the other Xianzhou ships.
I trust you will be here to reissue the order in person. But whatever the outcome, I will do as you command and honor the mission.
Spoken like a true general.